"None that has been born of a god," he said, "and not with this burden." "Burden?" the oldest echoed. The god began to fade. His voice swept across the river. "You shall learn the wickedness of your thievery." And then he vanished altogether. Shell-shocked, the sisters stared down at the daggers in their chests, hoping they'd disappear as the god had. But they did not. Many moons passed, and thanks to the daggers that had become a part of them, the sisters' magic grew, as they learned that each dagger carried one dominant power: fire, water, earth, and air, making them powerful brujas. Over time, they had children, and their children had children, all born with magic themselves. The sisters taught them spells and created rules to guard the magic, to keep it in check. With each passing decade, the witches' descendants expanded their knowledge and power. The sisters tried to use their magic wisely, and though each day they felt the gods' ominous warning drawing closer, they buried the memory deep. Still, the daggers held the truth. Until one stormy night, it is said that the 4 original witches were enjoying a moonlit dinner when they mysteriously evaporated into thin air, never to be seen again. And the daggers, you ask? Those were lost too. And as time passed, the legend around them grew, as they were said to carry the ire of the ancient god, making them the most powerful and dangerous magic in the universe. For many years, that was where the story ended. Until now. De la muerte y la suerte, no hay nadie quien se escape. Death and luck do not discriminate. Chapter 1. Esmerelda Santos crept down the shadowy hall. It was midnight, the hour when a dark and spectral world begins to stir, when the unseen becomes seen. That made it the perfect time for what Esme had to do. Gripping a paper sack, she paused outside the door. The tall grandfather clock at the end of the hall ticked quietly. The house creaked and groaned as old and tired houses do. She stared at the tiny silver lock on the door, her mouth twisting to the side. Magicked. Esme's jaw always tingled whenever there was magic nearby, no matter how small or big. It was a unique talent for sure, but it would never make up for her own lack of real magic. Dad must have spelled the lock, but why? Had he found out she'd been sneaking into her mother's dressing room? The one place he said no one could enter? For once, Esme was glad his powers weren't what they used to be. She closed her hand tightly over the lock, until her pulse beat against the silver, the weak spell barely resisting her. Thrum, thrum, thrum. Each beat was a magic plea to allow her inside. Click. Esme's mouth curled into a small smile, her pulse quickening. Was she really going to do this? Break 2 rules in one night? Sometimes she wished knowing that something was forbidden didn't feel like such an invitation. With a quick glance over her shoulder, she pushed open the door and closed it behind her with a soft swish-chick. The glow of the large December moon streamed through the window, flecks of dust floating through the stale air. If Esme was quiet enough, sometimes she thought she could hear her mother's whispers, smell her rose oil, even feel the vibration of her leftover earth magic.